Hello friends, and welcome to my first Sunday brunch day with Blake. And after church I decided to make a Hawaiian French toast for my men. They're now currently watching the football game, so you may hear some of that noise in the background. But thanks to my receptionist at my dentist, Dr. Jolly Smiles, Amanda, she came up with this recipe while I was checking out. She told me to get some King's Hawaiian rolls, which I have here, some cream cheese, crushed pineapples, eggs, butter, cinnamon. I'm going to add some confectionery sugar on the top and brown sugar. So these are the ingredients for the Hawaiian French toast. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slice the bread in half, and then I'm going to add the crushed pineapple and brown sugar, and I'm going to bring it to a low boil onto the stove. So that'll be the first process. And then we will begin with the Hawaiian French toast made with King Hawaiian sweet rolls. So let's begin. First of all, before we begin, it's very important to heat up your skillet. I'm going to be using this fry pan today. Normally I use just a regular small skillet on the stove, but since I wanted to videotape this, I wanted to give myself enough room to work. So I'm going to heat up my family size skillet before I begin. Then the next step is going to be to put the pineapple and brown sugar into the pan for a slow simmer. So that's going to... I'm going to just turn this on a low there, and I used a regular size can of pineapples, and I just put a little bit in the bowl. So I'm just going to put a little bit into the pan here. Didn't use the whole can because when you're trying a new recipe, I don't know how your family is, but sometimes mine can be very finicky and they say, oh, I don't like that. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the pineapple. Turn this down a little bit lower. And also I'm just going to use a little bit of the brown sugar. Just a little bit. And I am going to stir that up and let that warm up slowly, because that is actually going to be our topping for the Hawaiian French toast. Okay, so we're going to just stir that, mix that up a little bit, and then we will begin preparing our bread. Okay. The next step is actually cutting the rolls in half. I'm using 6, and I just slice them in the middle here so that I'm going to cover that with cream cheese. So I've got them all together. Don't separate your rolls. Keep them all together, but just slice them down the middle, and you're going to spread some cream cheese on the inside. And that is going to be our filling. Right now, the skillet is heating up, so it should be ready shortly. So let's prepare the eggs, which is our next step. Using a shallow bowl, you want to beat 3 eggs. Making sure that you're mixing your yolk with your whites. And whisk this up. And to this, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon, ground cinnamon, and that's an option. A lot of people do not like ground cinnamon, but ground cinnamon is very healthy. And although the Hawaiian French toast may not be as healthy, at least we can say an ingredient in the Hawaiian French toast is healthy, and that is going to be the ground cinnamon. So I've thoroughly beaten the eggs, mixed them up with a whisk. I have a smaller or a different type of bowl that I could not find. So since it is almost Valentine's Day, I found this thrifted bowl here. So to these whisked eggs, I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of ground cinnamon. And then we will get ready to spread the cream cheese on our bread, and then we will dip it into the egg batter. Now the cream cheese I've left at room temperature so that it's easier to spread. So to that, I'm going to open up the bread again, and on each side I'm going to spread some cream cheese. You can spread it on both sides or on one side, but this is going to be our filling, the cream cheese filling. And definitely has to be at room temperature. I left this out before I went to church, so it's been sitting out, you know, for a couple of hours. So it's not as soft, but I guess if you get the whipped soft cream cheese, it might be a little bit better. But we're just going to spread, and I just use like a quarter of the bar of cream cheese. And we're going to spread that nice in there, both sides. It's looking good. Okay, got the bread in there. Okay, and then we're going to close that up and give it an egg wash. Our pan should be very hot at this point. So we're going to put some butter here. Ah, see, that's good. So just use what you normally use, margarine or butter, and spread that across your pan like that. Okay. And that'll be ready for our French toast bread. The next step is to put your bread into your egg wash that has been coated with cinnamon. Get all sides. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, now that it's nice and coated, it's ready for the skillet. Just wash my hands here, and they'll get ready for the skillet. Okay, our skillet is ready for our bread. We're just going to take that and lay that right on there. Let it cook on both sides evenly. I'm going to wash my hands here once again. And I'm going to let that cook. I will flatten it down using my spatula. And in the meantime, the pineapple and brown sugar is thoroughly cooked. So we're just waiting for it to top our French toast. Flatten that. And remember, you got your cream cheese in there. So this is going to be an awesome, awesome French toast. Okay, our skillet is ready for our bread. We're just going to take that and lay that right on there. Let it cook on both sides evenly. I'm going to wash my hands here once again. And I'm going to let that cook. I will flatten it down using my spatula. And in the meantime, the pineapple and brown sugar is thoroughly cooked. So we're just waiting for it to top our French toast. Flatten that. And remember, you got your cream cheese in there. So this is going to be an awesome, awesome French toast. You want to be very careful when you're pressing it down because you don't want your cream cheese to come out of the sides there. So we're just going to press that down nice and flat. This is smelling so good. The cinnamon and the egg mixture. If you have never tried that, then I suggest that you do because it is a wonderful, it gives it a nice, wonderful smell. And this is almost done. We're going to top it with our pineapple mixture there. It's all nice and ready to go. And this is a Sunday brunch, so obviously it's a bit more than what you would normally eat during the week. If you like meat, bacon, eggs, bacon or sausage, that's fine, but we're not much of a big bacon and sausage eater, so we'll just have this plain topped with the pineapple. And there we have it, our French toast, Hawaiian French toast made with King's Hawaiian rolls. And this is going to be served to my husband, and I'm sure he's going to love it. Right, honey? He said yes. So enjoy your brunch, your Sunday, and have a wonderful week, and we'll be chatting soon. And don't forget, check out my blog, DEDivaDeals.com. Thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful day.